Welcome to the F1 Clash 2023 Monaco GP event, and hopefully you've got through to the opening round so far and you're here to watch me tackle some races in preparation for your own attack at GP. What do we have coming up in the video? We've got Barcelona, Monza, Suzuka and Singapore all to come in the first four races, and we're not looking too bad. We are trialling Alonso over Hamilton for a bit of overtaking. And this is the car in question that we're currently using as well. So hopefully we can get off to a great start. And first up, we have Spain. Not raced this yet in GP. So it's going to be an interesting strategy, which I'm going to have to learn on the job. So here we go. Let's get into it. You know where we're going to be qualifying, and it's going to be up to the strategic play to try and get us forward. I'm thinking a 3-3-2 with Fernando Alonso, and I'm thinking a 3-5 with Lando Norris. And the rival's got a decent starting position, P19 with Charles Leclerc. So I think we do go Lando Norris onto a 3-5. I think Fernando Alonso can do the same. And I'm going to use Coppa on him, and I'm going to use probably the same boost on Norris. So I might even do 2 laps with Fernando Alonso here, probably do a 2-3-3 maybe, but let's see how it pans out. We'll definitely do a 3-5 with Lando. Alonso gets a better start on the old good starts and he crashes through, and we're trying to get through. And at the minute, we're going to keep on boosting because of this race start that we all like to see. So we're going to keep boosting as we want to, as always, try and make a few positions. And it's Alonso now creeping in and up past. We're going to keep on boosting and try and get as far as we can. So we're going to have to cut down now. And we're up to P14, P15. So we can do 3 laps as Alonso trying to get round. We're now going to build that. Oh, as Norris gets a really bad exit off that corner. That was unlucky. But I might even pit for 2. What's everyone else doing? They're probably going to be not pitting at lap 2. But Norris is the one that's going to be struggling at the minute. He's going backwards. The bot is pushing hard. And I think to get through here, I'm going to sit us on some mediums. I'm going to service. And I think we're going to come in and get us out the way of this pack. Norris goes round. We're going to earn up his power unit again. And I definitely think potentially a 3-5 on the card for Norris. Alonso comes back out. And we'll boost him just to catch up. We'll use a bit of the power unit. And I think we can get 5. I'm going to try it. We've got to be trying stuff here. And now Alonso can cut down. Norris getting in a bit of a mess with all these cars around, who look like they're doing 4 laps. And now we're going to come into the pits. Alonso's banged their luck down the straight and does get ahead of a few cars already. Where can Norris come back out? Well, we all know it's going to be at the back. We're going to boost off using that pit trick, but just can't get past the drivers in front. Even now, we were still trying to get past. We can finally get 1. Can we get Norris as well? Yes, we can. Up there. So, Alonso's 15th. We're going to come around and do another lap. I'm going to still look after the power unit. And he's up to P10 at the minute. Norris coming round, remember, doing 5 laps, so we've got to take it a bit easier with him. But at the minute, he's into P21st. Alonso, we're going to push. And I think we can probably bring him out on some softs here. Doing a 3-3-3. Oh, it's the 3 stops. Can we get Alonso in nice and easy? We can. Norris is finding it difficult on the hards. That's not how I planned it to go with him. But where's Alonso going to come out? And he gets a good exit. We're going to leave him on medium then. We're going to still earn up Norris's power unit. So Alonso's doing a 2-3-3. Norris doing a 3-5. That was the aim in this. It's going to be very hard to get through the pack. As we still... Look at that for a move on Zhou Guan Yu. Lovely. Is there any more overtaking at the inn? We're going to try. And we're still going to look after with Alonso. Norris P23 at the minute. And there's a load of cars come out the pits. Rivals pushing. Just going to hold off still with that. I'm going to stop behind Gasly. Or was. We're now through. Norris under a lot of pressure. And we've got a few cars ahead of us. So this strategy with Norris has really not worked out at all. We're going to focus potentially on Fernando Alonso here. Is there any pit stops? Potentially a few. And now we're going to push. Can we push Fernando Alonso into some more positions? That early pit stop worked a treat. And here comes Norris. Up into P23. He's made a position at least. But this is all good learning. All very good learning. As we're trying to get past P21. Here's Alonso coming up to the last corners. Any more moves? Can we get past Russell? No, we can't. It's P8 for Fernando. It's going to be P21. So that 3-5, well, it's going to be higher than that. We're going to get into P19. So we've got a lot of work to do tomorrow in Spain. But Fernando Alonso with a great finishing position. Lando Norris in P19 with a bit of work to do on the 3-5. But 23 points to start off. Here comes race 2 and a first visit to Italy and Monza. 8 laps to come. Hot weather. So thinking of doing a 2-3-3 and a 4-4 with the drivers. And we qualify in line, in a nice line. P21, P22 is where we're going to start. And you can see Fernando Alonso can only get 2 laps anyway on that. So we're going to stick copper on. And we're going to try, and I don't think we're going to get a 4-4. So I'm going to do a 3 with Norris. Copper again. Seems to be one of the go-to boosts at the moment, especially when tyre management boosts don't seem too big of an increase. So can we get up the field straight away? That's what we're looking at. We get a good and an average start with both drivers. Hoping for Alonso and Norris to come through here. And it's going to be absolutely carnage, but Alonso's out in P17 and moving up still. Going to keep boosting again. Remember, race start gives us a good advantage on that first lap. And you can see P15, P14. We're going to keep going, as we will do. And look at that, up to P12. Any more for any more. Well, we're trying, can't get it done. So Alonso is definitely going to be able to do 2, and he gets up another position there into P11. But we'll lose it because we'll conserve down. We're going to go to, I think it's going to have to be the mediums. I reckon we could push softs, but I don't want to risk it. It's going to come in then. We're not going to take service in because we're going to just build up the old power unit back again. And a good move there past Alonso, into Alonso, past Piastri. And into the pits we come. So trying it. Let's see what it's like. Norris continues. We'll do a 3-3-2 with him, I think, is the play. Alonso gets stuck in this absolute carnage of pit stops. And we're going to boost out. And this doesn't help the strategy, I can tell you that. But that does. Taking 3 cars on the first corner. That's beautiful. And now we set our sights on closing the gap on some of these non-pitters so far. Norris down the straight. We might as well conserve. And we're going to come in. Here comes Alonso coming through. We're going to try and build him back up. And I think Norris, after Alonso's absolute mess in the pits, is going to come out ahead. And he does get caught in everything as well. And Norris, we're going to just cut down again. So, pretty rough going at the minute. We've got P18, P20. Any pit stops ahead? We've got this front, yes, but that's about it. And we're going to boost up the units again. Down the straights. It's all about managing, I believe, that middle stint. We're going to get a few overtakes here. Can Norris get past Ocon? We can get 2 positions there. If Alonso can hang on, he can. So we're going to have to pit Alonso this lap. So let's push him. Push Alonso hard. Because he's going to have to conserve a little bit on the 3 lap stint as well. Anyway. And we can get P15. Norris comes down the straight. So we'll pit with Alonso. Norris doing that 3-3-2 compared to Alonso's 2-3-3. It's all going to be about getting some clean air. And we can get some clean air. And already past one. Can we get past the other? No, we're going to cut down there. Coming into the pits will come Lando Norris. No servicing required. We don't need to overtake any more there. We're going to pit. Alonso at the back of Bottas. Can we make a position? We're pushing 2. We can't. We're going to cut down. And Norris now coming out on the softs. So he comes out. Any pit stops ahead. Not too many. So we're up against it. Up against it indeed as Alonso tries to get past. Difficult track, Monza, what it seems. We're still going to push with both drivers. We'll get to the first corner and then we will really push Lando Norris and Fernando, but we're up to P15. So let's push now, see if we can get some moves. Alonso P19. Never gets any easier in Champs GP, that's for sure. And here comes Norris on Tsunoda. Any room? Yes, there is. P14. What about Piastri? Can we say thank you very much to him? Not yet. And everyone's gone pretty much out of the way, so we ain't going to make any more. We do get P13 with Norris. Alonso doing the early stop. Didn't work necessarily this time round, but it's P13 and P17. It's going to be a 20-point run in Monza. We will take it and certainly move on. Race 3, Japan and Suzuka. So we're on about 43 points so far. And it's going to be a 7-lap run here. So potentially 1 stop's going to be favourable, but depends on what our tyres do show. If we can do 4, we might end up doing it. We're going to be pretty slow though. And we can do 4. We're going to pick Lando Norris to do that because he's obviously a slower car. We're going to do basically, I think a Taurus. Let's try Taurus on Fernando because power unit, I don't think it makes a massive difference, but we might just get that 1 or 2% to help us. So can he get a good start though, Fernando? With that race start being better and on the softs. At the minute, we got a real player. Have we got a real player? I don't think so. But P16, and look at that, Alonso's making great moves. Norris, not so much. But Alonso, now I said that, starting to go a bit backwards. We're stuck. Is there any more room for overtakes on this lap? What about at the hairpin inside? Yes, nice. P13, let's cut down there. And let's watch Norris attack P21. Can't get the job done though. So, what have we got around us? Softs and mediums. We're going to leave Norris running. We want to try and get 4 because that could be a lot quicker strategy. We're going to conserve down the straight. And can we defend from Sargent but have a run at Tsunoda? What's Tsunoda? Medium and hard's ahead. Let's see if we can get a move on these because they might just hold us up for even a second. There's 1. Can we get past Leclerc? Round the outside and the Aston Martin. Beautiful. And what we're going to do is come back for some more softs. We push down, push hard. We've got Norris doing okay. Recharging. As Alonso comes in the pits, he's used all that power unit. This is going to be interesting to see if a 2-2-3 works in Suzuka. And out we come with Alonso. He's got ahead of one car out the pits either way. And he's not far behind Lando Norris, who, I need to remind myself now, are both on the same strategy, which is bad play by me. They're both going to pit at the same time. But, well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Norris, what's he got ahead? Few pit stoppers now. They'll be doing a 3-4 most likely. And I think we've got some good tyres. So let's start pushing with Norris. Come in next lap for some mediums. And he's up to P12. What we like to see. Fernando, P19. Obviously building that power unit, but I think he's going to struggle because a lot of these are on hards. Let's try and push a bit up the field. I don't want to use too much power unit though, I must say. I think I'm going to have to. Still got 3 laps to go though. As Lando Norris enters the pits. Hopefully we won't double stack these. I think we might. It's going to be close. Just double stacked it. But Norris is going to come out P17. Can we keep that position? We can't. Cut down. Alonso P21. When I just hold it again, we'll close the gap. See if we can make any moves later on. Going to try and just earn a few percent where we can. Got the hard tyre behind us. Remember, the straights are the best bet for power unit saving. And we're trying to save as much as we can whilst trying to multitask both drivers. Gets very busy now on an F1 clash. Piastri looking to make a move. We'll leave on medium. And any pit stops ahead? No. This is where we're going to struggle then. But we're primed for a last lap attack. We don't want to lose that position as well though. We'll gain one instead. So we're almost ready for an attack. Last lap attack. On the field. We're going to wait and now hit go. Let's go, go, go. And Alonso will start because he's got a little bit less tyres compared to where he is on the track. We will now hit go straight away. Can we push through the field with a few extra points? I'd take 15 points on a very tricky track like this. Especially when a lot of the AI got good strategies. But can we get George Russell? Can we get another place? I haven't seen any breakdowns. There's one, right on cue. Not too many of them that we've had. But Russell is going to hold off, I think, for us. So it's going to be P15. P19 for Alonso. He's not going to get the broken down car. Or is he? It's a race to the line, and he does get it. P18. We do end up getting 17 points. We do want to try and get 20 and above. But that is a very difficult track, Suzuka. So, 17 points to move on to the next race. So it comes to the final race of this video. Opening round race 4 in Singapore. Didn't think that would be rhyming, but maybe I've found myself a new career. But here we go. So we've got a 7-lap race. Or sorry, 6-lap race now. God, I even confused myself already. Decent position for a Norris. He moves up 1. P20. And I think I'm going to try something here as well. We're going to go Eagle, Cuppa. And the reason I'm going to go Eagle is I want to do 4 laps with Norris. I want to do 2-4. I've tried it in duels. Seemed to work well. I just don't know how it's going to work round here against Series 12 opponents. But let's find out. Alonso should get a good start because of that race start. And they both do get a very... Come on, get yourselves unplugged, which they do now. So Alonso, P13. And he's still going, still moving up. So's Norris. Any more moves to make? There's one. So Alonso making really good ground at the start of this race. And gets absolutely tagged. But we're in P11 and P16. So we'll take that as it is. What we got ahead of us. Medium tyres and a hard tyre ahead. And we're going to still remember to do a push with Norris on the 4-lap stint. So we're just going to earn up. And here's a move by Alonso. Beautiful round the outside. Not so beautiful for Norris. So we're going to build up. And build up as well. Going to come in for this mediums. As I mentioned, we're going to use all the power unit here. As Alonso goes back, but that's okay. And that's not okay, getting tagged again. But Norris has got himself back into P15. Trying to close down the gaps. P14 now. And look at that, Alonso on K-Mag. And he comes into the pits. So we're going to try it. Let's see if it works. As Alonso goes back round. And look at that, Norris now coming out the pits. Doesn't even come out last. P21. Alonso. We're going to push on the softs. And we're trying to get through on the rival here as well. We got P20. Good move by Norris. I've got a feeling we've got some good points coming here. Alonso's in P9. Where are we on the track? I've completely lost where we are. Okay, we're here. But somehow Norris has got back out to P24. So we were P20. We've lost 4 positions somehow. Not sure how. But we was around P16, P17 before we started pushing on that in-lap. And out comes Alonso getting stuck. But gets himself back up to P12. Norris P23. That's not the end though, because still a fair few people to pit out there. And we've got at least two for the rival in front. We've got Sainz behind us. He's going to want to come back past at some point. We're going to just keep looking after though. With Norris. Building the power unit. Alonso's in a train. Hopefully a lot of this train pit. Sainz has got past us. Stroll has as well. Couldn't even react to that. But I'm not going to react just yet. I'm happy where we are. And so is Lando Norris is getting a bit better as well. He's in P19. Down the straight we go. Got a component failure on the rival. There we go. There's a place back. So we're doing a 2-4 with Norris. A 3-3 with Fernando. We're not far off pushing with Fernando now. Opponent value on the rival again. They don't really affect us though. So let's see what we need. Coming round. We're going to push Norris, I reckon. Push Alonso. Let's see what we can do. We haven't got the best tyres for Fernando. He lacks tyres. So we are going to just hold a bit. For example, here we're going to conserve. Proper manage this out. Can we get Piastri up the inside here? We can't. What about now? Can we make another move? Into where everyone tags us. Can we tag them? We can't, but we can go around the outside beautifully. Alonso after Ocon into P10. Norris is P14. He's moved back up. Alonso now into P9. Brilliant strategy. He's going to get P8 as well. Can we get one more in P7? We can. And what a way to finish this video. Alonso up to P7 in Singapore. He did the 3-3. Norris comes home in P14 to complete a 2-4. I would say that's a successful 2-4. I think that did work quite nicely. 29 points in race 4. We've got to be happy with that. Obviously no safety cars, etc. The 3-3 with Fernando Alonso getting P7 was absolutely beautiful, and we wasn't far off P6, 5 or 4 either. So let's see, after 4 races, where does that leave us, and projection as well. So let's move on. 221 with K in the weekly league, and at the minute, of course, we sit P1. We've only done 4 races, but I say of course, I mean that's disrespectful unintentionally there. We sit P1 with only 89 points, but we've got a lot of racing to do. At the minute, last week, around 204 points, I think, was enough to win P1. At the moment, we're going to be on 178 points if we carry on the way we are. No rain this week, though. That's the difference. So, 4 races done. 23, 20, 17 and 29 points is where we're at. And hopefully tomorrow, when it matters, we can really make it count. Thanks for watching. Hope you've learned something, some do's and don'ts as well. And I'll catch you in the final round.